decades this had been the seat of white supremacy, and now it was the one second. Now it was the site of a rainbow gathering of different colors and nations for the installation of South Africa's first democratic non-racial government. So, students, actually, let's continue the story further. In the speech of Nelson Mandela, he is saying that, yesterday you saw that he was saying that, this ceremony, he was, we are reading about the ceremony which took place in the sandstone amphitheater formed by the union buildings in Pretoria. Now in this speech, Nelson Mandela is further saying that for decades, for decades means to say that, for many decades, there was the rule of whose? There was the rule of white people, and that this has been referred here as white supremacy. What the word supremacy mean? The word supremacy mean the state of condition being superior to others in authority, power, or state. It means in for all those decades it was actually the white supremacy. It means the white people were in the condition, they were ruling over the country, they were thinking that they are better than black people, and that is why they are they are they were trying to prove that they are superior to the other colored people living in South Africa. So it was white supremacy, it was white rule going on in South Africa. They ruled, they made rules up to their choice, what they want and what they do not want, and it's all about them till then. But now all had changed, and now it was the site of a rainbow gathering of different colors and nations for the installation of South Africa's first democratic non-racial government. So now what's happening here is that, now as South Africa has become actually the new democratic country, now there is democracy, the apartheid has ended in South Africa, the first democratic elections has held. So now on this occasion, the people of all over the globe has actually come, and this gathering has been referred as rainbow gathering. This means the people of different countries have come, so the people of different race, different color has actually gathered there. So that is why Nelson Mandela is referring this as rainbow gathering. And when he is referring something as rainbow gathering, it means to say that the gathering, the people who are gathered of different colors, of various colors, has actually gathered there. That's what he wants to say. And further he wants to add that it was actually now the nation of different colors, and and further he is saying that in South Africa, the non-racial government would work from here on. Now it's saying that this is the rainbow gathering of different colors and nation. The people from various nations of various race means color, the people of different colors, of various race and various nations has gathered here to do what? To install the South Africa's first democratic non-racial government. To the installation of South Africa's first democratic non-racial government means to say that the installation means the establishing something, putting something somewhere, establishing it. So actually this was the occasion of the installment of South Africa's first democratic installation of South Africa's first democratic and non-racial government. Non-racial government means to say, student, that this is the government who will not work on racial compositions. It will see everyone equally. There would be no prejudice and discrimination on the ground of race. But that's not true. After after the democracy in South Africa, before that it was actually the white people who ruled there, but right now, after the when South Africa became a democratic country, after that actually it was the black people who is ruling there. Just like India, there is reservation for those people, for black people in every field, in every aspect, actually. And that this happened because Mahatma Gandhi went in South Africa also, and he this reservation system and all this positives, and the division on the name of caste and religion in India, because of him. And he went in South Africa also, so some of his symptoms are there in South Africa also. And Nelson Mandela was quite influenced by Mahatma Gandhi's thought and thinking, and that is exactly why, though for saying that there is non-racial government, but there is nothing such as that. Despite having a non-racial government, they work on racism still. Now it is the black people who is ruling there, and in every aspect they are getting the priorities over white people, and in everything. As for example, in South Africa's cricket team, there is reservation for black people. Only four white peoples are allowed to play for the country. So there is now discrimination and prejudice against white people. So this is not a non-racial, this is still a racial government. But Nelson Mandela is saying that time that this is a non-racial government, and this is the occasion when the non-racial government of South Africa is being established. And you all know, students, what the democratic country is, and what the democracy is. Democracy is actually, when there is the rule of people. It is the people of the country, it is the citizens of the country who actually elect their representatives, or sometimes they directly rule over a country. That system is actually the rule of public, the rule of people is actually known as democracy. In olden time, there used to be, what system it was known as, monarchy system, when monarchs used to rule. But nowadays there is democracy, democratic system. So in South Africa, it was the occasion of democracy. So for their first democratic elections held, and Nelson Mandela became the first elected president of South Africa. So on that occasion, the people of all over the world gathered there. So that is why he's telling, he's saying that, now South Africa, a place which has been traditionally a place for prejudice and discrimination, but now all sort of people has gathered here in our country, the people of various colors and various country, without any racism and without any discrimination. Everyone around the world has gathered here. That is what he is saying. And he is also adding here that his government would be a non-racial government. His government would not work on racism, but actually, if it's true, he should have been terminated all sort of reservation that's given to black people. There should be non-racial. It should have been based on talent wise, not on race wise, and color, the skin color wise. So students, now we will move on to the next paragraph, and we will see what further he says in his speech when he is addressing to his country first time after becoming president on the occasion of the establishment of South Africa's first democratic election, and the establishment of democracy in the country, in the rainbow nation South Africa. And keep in mind that South Africa is also known as a rainbow nation. Not many people actually know about this, but that is it is.